Do we think Zion will live up to the hype?
Yes, absolutely yes. Only really three categories and reasons why we see guys not live up to what the expectations are. Injuries, which I'm never going to bet on someone's going to stay injured. This is a 19-year-old that you can fix his body mechanics, you can get him with the right people as they have, and really instruct him on how to protect himself. Two, they don't want it, which I know Zion does in terms of motivation. And three, they're not good enough, which he is. So this is a guy in the preseason. I know short sample, and obviously it's not regular season or playoff basketball. Averaged 23-6 in 27 minutes on 71% shooting. Good Lord. Grown men, and I'm 19, straight off the streets, ready to go get it. And I take myself back to the greatest team that showed a rookie who missed the entire year. And everyone was like, is that team going to be good? Is that player going to be good? Turned out he was Blake Griffin. Turned out.
Always bring up the Clippers.
You know I got to. 20-14, game one, right off of the Lakers winning the championship, and stole L.A. and stole the Thunder and became the face of the NBA day one. That's Zion Williamson.
Did he say
Blake
great
2.0.
team?
Well,
He said he was the face of the NBA.
First of all,
LeBron was in the league, wasn't he?
First of all, Jay, Mark, I'm going to give him a hand because he finally got a team he can be a little bit proud of. Here in L.A. with their red, white, and blue Clippers. They still got zero compared to them 16 championships that purple and gold got. But other than that, I mean, this is the most anticipated return of any player in NBA history besides LeBron James. There's no doubt about that. And me, for one, I am looking extremely forward to watching this young man play. I think the hype is real. I think this kid is going to come out here and play extremely well. I think he's going to have an unbelievable career. Multiple, not championship, but multiple all-star appearances. I don't know about championships yet. The biggest thing and the biggest factor with this young man right now is the weight. We got to make sure that he keeps control of that. Because at 6'7", 6'8", if he gets up to that 280, 300, then injuries are going to be something that's going to hold him back for his career. So I think if he can keep that under control, this guy will be an unbelievable basketball player.
Yeah, Byron, I'm optimistic that he will be healthy. When I was talking to executive David Griffin and people in the Pelicans organization, they made it emphatically clear the reason why he was out past that 6 to 8 week timetable, it didn't have to do much with the knee. It had everything to do with thinking, hey, let's use this time to improve his range of motion and his mobility and teach him how to use his hips and his knees and moving properly. And I think because they have that base down, it's going to do wonders. Now, short term, yeah, there's going to be rustiness. I think there's an anticipation, may take 2 or 3 weeks for him to get the conditioning and timing down. But long term, he's going to live up to the hype and maybe even surpass it.
I'm concerned, and I'm someone that started out his rookie year or this summer thinking he was going to take over the league, that he was going to be the biggest thing in the NBA by the end of this season. The injury, the weight, and then the third aspect of this that we haven't brought up, Ja Morant has taken some of his thunder and shine. That's true. Memphis is winning games and has some momentum. And so when you talk about living up to the hype, we got to remember how high the hype was.
Right.
And he was supposed to come in and do what Ja Morant is doing. Now, again, he's in a better package, a more marketable package. I think his smile and his size and all that could make him, bigger than Charles Barkley. But Ja Morant, man, has taken some of that momentum away.
And it's easy to recapture that and surpass that. As soon as you get on the court and you see that physical specimen that we haven't seen in the league before. Let me school some people on this subject of everyone's talking about his weight. When you have clean mechanics, proper body mechanics, the weight doesn't matter. That's old school. That's like when the Lakers, you used to play, y'all used to talk about how much you weigh. They don't do that anymore. They hook you up to modules and they say, are you moving cleanly? So get in the gym, bro. So here's the thing. Youngsters are coming out of AAU circuit high school, as you said, with tight hips. One thing that they're not working on is their lateral movement and their hips. This guy, in terms of his torque, is the highest that they ever rated in terms of measurements. He's second highest in his standing high jump. The thing about him is he cleans up his mechanics. Everything else will work itself out. There have been big guys who've been hurt. There have been little guys who've been hurt. It's based on your mechanics. And the blessing in disguise has been the fact that he's been injured. So he didn't come straight from college with those bad mechanics and go out there and hurt himself more so. They've been able to take some time, hire some of the Phoenix Suns training staff gurus to clean up his mechanics. I think it's going to work.
All right, let's move to the Lakers. Derrick Rose, would he be a good fit for the Lakers?
I don't think so. I really don't. And I love the way D. Rose is playing. I love the fact that he's come back and he's got his career back on track. He's playing great at Detroit. My biggest issue with this would be what they have to give up to get D. Rose. That's the biggest issue. And they've already given up all the picks and everything they possibly could. So what would they have to do? Kuzma, don't like that right now. What I would do if I'm the Lakers is there's a guy out there that I like a lot who retired earlier this season, but he's available, and I think he's willing to come back, and that's Darren Collison. I think Darren Collison would be a greater fit for the Los Angeles Lakers. Number one, he knows how to run a basketball team. He's done it over his career for many teams. He's a very good mid-range game shooter, knock down shots. All right, go ahead and yawn, Jay. Go, Jay, yawn if you want to, but I'm telling you, Darren Collison is a great fit.
A man sitting at home is going to make the difference on the Lakers.
Yes, and if they get him in time before the All-Star break, you got 2 or 3 months.
You back.
Right.
What about Norm Nixon?
No, I'm a little too old, and Norman's a lot too old. But this kid can fill a void because when LeBron goes out the game, they're not handling the ball. They're not running. I'm telling you, DC, come back. And it don't cost them much. Don't have to give up no picks, no players.
Risk, no reward.
Are y'all moving?
Hey, great fit for the Lakers.
Yep. Okay, I'm with Byron on Darren Collison as the better alternative. Now, getting Derrick Rose, that's not a bad idea, but I think to Byron's point, it's what do you give
Y'all
up?
making me like Derrick Rose.
Well, listen here. If you're looking salary-wise to match it up, they can offer Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Detroit's not going to take that. They have some picks, but do you mortgage that? I think when you have a window to win a championship, you should, but I think there are better options. Darren Collison, maybe Andre Iguodala, but I don't think he's a bad fit per se. It's just a matter of what you're going to do and where do you prioritize.
Lakers get Darren Collison.
That's what I'm thinking. Y'all talking about
and the purple and gold still win the championship.
How about this, Marcellus? The Lakers have more money to get Darren Collison because they had that $1 million exception with DeMarcus.
Yeah.
So
make Ballmer yawn
They have
right
a few more dollars to offer Darren than the Clippers.
Are y'all the L.A. Lakers still or San Bernardino
I'm giving
Lakers?
you facts
Darren Collison ain't landing on no
facts.
damn L.A. Lakers. You guys got to read the scouting report. And it's obvious what the Lakers really need. Perimeter scoring. They need someone who can go out there and create off the dribble from the perimeter. So how do you do it? Derrick Rose. We're talking about a guy averaging 18.5 right now. Last 10 games, averaging 23. Put the ball in his hand. He's a creator. And you need that because you can't count on, let's be real, Caldwell-Pope, Caruso, Quinn Cook, Avery Brad. Like, y'all gonna walk.
Caruso, you don't like Robinson Crusoe?
Robinson is great. Alex is good too. But come on, man. Y'all about to go into the West playoffs. Don't come out there with just a 2-man game and that duo. That's not enough.
I want to vote no on both. I want to vote. And I think Derrick Rose, what he's doing is tremendous. Derrick Rose used to be a neighbor of mine. I think what he's doing is tremendous.
Funny.
The problem is you add Derrick Rose's personality to this team. I could see he and LeBron butting heads.
What personality?
The personality of he likes to have the ball too.
Oh, on the court. I'm about to say on the court. He's the nicest dude in the world.
LeBron James likes to have the ball, and Derrick Rose out here putting up 18, 19 points a game. You know Derrick Rose still thinks he's MVP Derrick Rose in the right situation.
He dropped 50 last year.
Yeah, I know.
Make the All-Stars
and that's
probably.
what I'm saying. I don't know if I'd add him to LeBron's ball-centric. You add Derrick Rose, and then Darren Collison. My God. I mean,
Perfect fit.
Resign Byron Scott, please. All right. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. And be sure to check out more of the best clips from Speak For Yourself or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.